Let me ask you something. And I need you to be honest with yourself right now. How many times have you said, "This is the year I get my finances together. This is the year I build something real. This is the year I finally stop surviving and start living the life I actually want"? How many times have you said that, and then watched the months disappear one by one, busy every single day, but somehow no closer to where you wanted to be? If that hits you somewhere deep, stay with me. Because what I am about to share with you is not a motivational speech that fades by tomorrow. It is the system that changes everything. And it starts with one truth that nobody in your life has ever been honest enough to tell you. You are not lazy. You never were. You are not weak. You are not behind. You are not less than anyone who seems to have it all figured out. You are someone who was never given the right system for managing your most valuable asset. And that asset is not money. It is not your talent. It is not your network. It is your time. Because time, unlike money, can never be earned back. Every hour that passes is gone forever. And if you are spending those hours on the wrong things, it does not matter how hard you work. It does not matter how early you wake up. It does not matter how many motivational videos you watch. Without the right system, you will stay exactly where you are. So today we are going to fix that. Right now. Together. In 1953, a man was juggling responsibilities that would break most people completely. He was managing military operations across multiple continents. He was making decisions that affected millions of lives. He was running on 4 hours of sleep. And yet, people who worked with him said he was the calmest, most focused leader they had ever seen. That man was Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of Allied Forces and later the 34th President of the United States. And when people asked him how he managed to stay so productive under so much pressure, he said something that changed the world of time management forever. He said, "What is important is seldom urgent. And what is urgent is seldom important." Read that again. What is important is seldom urgent. And what is urgent is seldom important. That one sentence is the foundation of everything I am going to show you today. Eisenhower developed a simple framework that is now known as the Eisenhower Matrix. And it is not just a productivity tool. It is a life-changing decision-making system. Here is how it works. You divide everything in your life into 4 boxes. Box 1, urgent and important. These are your crises, your deadlines, your emergencies, things that must be done today or serious consequences follow. Box 2, not urgent but important. These are your goals, your investments, your health, your relationships, your financial planning, your skill building, the things that matter most for your future but never feel urgent enough to start. Box 3, urgent but not important. These are interruptions, other people's problems, emails, notifications, requests that feel pressing but move nobody's life forward. Box 4, not urgent and not important. Scrolling, mindless entertainment, time wasters disguised as relaxation. Here is the brutal truth about why most people never achieve their goals. They spend the majority of their time in box 3 and box 4, convinced they are busy, convinced they are working hard, while their most important goals sit in box 2 collecting dust. The secret to building wealth. The secret to building a business. The secret to creating the life you actually want is spending the majority of your focused time in box 2. That is where your future lives. Now let me show you exactly how to apply this to your finances and your business goals in 2026. Every Sunday evening, before the week begins, you sit down for 20 minutes with a piece of paper or a Notion page and you sort everything on your mind into the 4 boxes. In box 1 you put anything with a real deadline this week. A payment due. A client deliverable. A bill. An appointment. These get done first thing every morning. No negotiation. In box 2 you put your most important goals. Investing a fixed amount this week. Working on your business for 2 focused hours. Learning 1 new skill. Reading 1 chapter of a book that makes you better. These get scheduled as non-negotiable appointments in your calendar, because if they are not scheduled they will not happen. In box 3 you put everything that feels urgent but is not yours to own. Respond to these only during a fixed window, never first thing in the morning when your mind is sharpest. In box 4 you put everything that is just noise. And you eliminate it ruthlessly. Delete the apps that drain you. Unfollow the accounts that distract you. Cancel the commitments that do not serve your goals. Every minute you spend in box 4 is a minute stolen from the future you say you want. Now let us talk about the part that makes all of this real. Self-discipline. Because a system without discipline is just a drawing on a page. And discipline without a system is just suffering without direction. You need both. Together. Working as one. Here is what self-discipline actually means in 2026. It does not mean punishing yourself. It does not mean waking up at 4 a.m. if that does not work for your life. It does not mean being perfect every single day. Real self-discipline means making and keeping agreements with yourself. One agreement at a time. One day at a time. Think about what happens when you break a promise to someone you respect. You feel it. You feel the damage to the relationship. You feel the loss of trust. Now I want you to apply that same standard to yourself. Every time you say you will do something and you do not, you are breaking a promise to the most important person in your life. And every broken promise makes the next one easier to break. But here is the flip side. Every kept promise makes the next one easier to keep. Every morning you wake up and execute your box 2 priorities, you build a version of yourself that is stronger than yesterday. Every week you review your matrix and adjust your plan, you build the kind of strategic mind that creates wealth and freedom. It compounds. Just like money in an investment account, disciplined action compounds over time into results that feel impossible from where you are standing today. Let me give you the exact daily system I want you to implement starting tomorrow. Not next Monday. Not next month. Tomorrow. The night before, spend 10 minutes sorting your next day into the matrix. 3 box 1 tasks that must be done. 2 box 2 investments in your future. Everything else gets deprioritized. In the morning, before your phone, before social media, before anyone else's agenda enters your mind, spend the first 60 to 90 minutes executing your box 2 priorities. This is your power window. Your mind is freshest. Your willpower is at its peak. Use it on what matters most for your future. Not on emails. Not on news. Not on other people's emergencies. Your future. At midday, do a 5-minute check-in. Did you complete your box 1 tasks? Did you make progress on box 2? If yes, you are winning the day. If not, adjust and recover. No shame. Just clarity. At the end of the day, spend 5 minutes reviewing. What did you complete? What moved you closer to your financial goals? What moved you closer to your business goals? What can you do better tomorrow? This 5-minute review is more powerful than any motivational video because it keeps you honest with yourself in real time. Now I want to talk about your financial and business goals specifically. Because managing your time means nothing if you do not know what you are managing it for. Here is how successful people in 2026 use the Eisenhower matrix for wealth building. In box 2, their most important non-urgent category, they place these things every single week without exception. Reviewing their investment portfolio. Even for 15 minutes. Adding to their savings or investment account. Even a small amount. Working on their income-generating project. Their business. Their side hustle. Their YouTube channel. Their freelance service. Learning one thing that makes them more valuable. A book. A course. A video. A skill. Most people never do these things consistently because they never feel urgent. But here is what 20 years of studying successful people teaches you. The people who build wealth are not smarter than you. They are not luckier than you. They are simply the people who do the important non-urgent things consistently while everyone else waits for the right moment. The right moment never comes. The right system creates the moment. I want to leave you with something that I hope stays with you long after this video ends. 1 year from today you will be somewhere. The question is not whether time will pass. It will. The question is, what will you have done with it? Will you look back at this moment, right now, as the day something clicked? The day you stopped letting urgency run your life and started letting your goals run your calendar. The day you stopped being busy and started being intentional. The day you decided that your financial freedom, your business, your future, was worth 2 hours of protected focus time every single day. That decision cost you nothing. But it pays you everything. The Eisenhower matrix is not just a tool. It is a statement about what you believe your time is worth. Use it every day and you are telling the world, and yourself, that your goals matter. That your future matters. That you matter. And that nobody and nothing gets to steal your most valuable asset ever again. The world needs more people who are intentional. More people who are disciplined. More people who build instead of just scroll. Be one of them. Starting today. Right now. Not someday. No. Subscribe to this channel because every week we give you the tools, the knowledge, and the push to actually make it happen. hit the bell so you never miss a video. And drop a comment below. Tell me which box has been stealing most of your time. I read every single one. And I will see you in the next video.